Captain, incoming message.
Intruder alert on deck 8. Enter authorization code. Command functions are offline. Automatic defense procedures initiated. Diagnostic complete. Sensors are functioning normally.
How's it going, everybody? You know, I watched one of the best hours of television and one of the worst hours of television back to back. It's unbelievable how that works out. Oh, so so we're gonna be talking actually episode 8 of the Orville and episode what is 8 or 10? I don't know what it is. Star Trek Discovery. It's episode 8 of Star Trek Discovery.
Yes.
Episode 8 of Star Trek Discovery, episode 10 of the Orville. Yeah. So
Okay.
of course, Mr. Rob Robot Shlomo. Coming to Shabby Road Studios with me is Mr. Tom Connors.
Welcome to Star Trek Recovery.
Hi, I'm Rob, and I watch Star Trek. I watch STD.
Hi, Rob.
Yeah, there you go.
Hi, Rob.
Mecca's been in AA.
We're not enthusiastic about being here, to be honest, though.
What do you think I'm enthusiastic about being here? It's my show.
Look at it this way: we get to talk about Star Trek for a little while, and then we get to talk about Orville.
Yes, we do. And actually, we have a special treat. Actually.
Yeah, so it's like eating your carrots before you get to your steak or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And like I said, we actually have a special treat actually this week. First time we're going to try this. And I'm not sure how well this is going to work, but I want you to get out your game pieces. We're going to play the home version of STD Bingo.
Yay.
Oh, there it is. Can you see that, people? Yay. Okay, let's go. We have Annoying Tilly. We have You're So Amazing, Pretentious Title Episode, Lens Flare, Shaky Cam, Stooge crew members, Cheap Redcom, No Spot to be Seen, Feelings, Cringe Moment, Empathy, Gilmore Girls writers. Oh, we have to look at who wrote this episode. Michael Sal's Problem, Fantasy Babble, Punchy. Okay, whatever. I think we may have STD Bingo right off the bat.
Yeah, every time, every episode.
So okay, so all right. Okay, so the name of this title was If Memory Serves. Okay, yeah, that's a pretentious title right there. So what's the chat saying about this?
Should we drink? Yes, you should drink.
Well, if you're so inclined to drink, then by all means drink. Go ahead. Okay, like I said, so we have pretentious title. Okay. How does the episode start? The episode starts with I don't even remember. I just watched it and I don't even remember.
It starts off with the actual cage.
Oh yeah, it's okay. Cheap Redcon, there you go. There's another one. So yeah, it starts out with cheap. We have Cheap Redcon right there. Okay, Cheap Redcon. It starts off with the cage. Look up who wrote this so we can make sure if we can get
But yeah, like to clarify, it actually starts off with it says previously on Star Trek Discovery, and they just show us clips of the cage.
Yeah, so it's cheap. That is a cheap Redcon. Oh, that could also qualify as a cringe moment.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we're going to good. Oh, plenty of lens flare. This starts off right off the bat with lens flares. When as soon as we come back to the bridge,
and we even have ice cam when they're in the lift.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Wait a minute. What
is there other ones for like weird camera angles or anything?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, let me see. No Spot to be seen. Stooge crew members, empathy, ripped off scenes. Okay. No. Yeah. Okay.
The only thing we're gonna get Annoying Tilly on is if you didn't like Step Into My Office, because she actually was pretty subdued this episode.
Yeah, I think she was fine. I liked that. That was kind of cute.
I'll let the Step Into My Office go, but guess what does not get a pass from me? Say goodbye, Spock.
Goodbye, Spock.
Okay.
Oh,
goodbye,
God.
Spock. Okay, so that's
cringe.
that's another. Okay, we can that's a cringe moment. We can circle that actually. So that's it's twice. But wait a minute. We got a captain's log. That was a voiceover storytelling. Okay. Okay, so that was that. Unfunny joke. Oh, that was only funny. We get 2 on that one. Unfunny joke. Okay. What else can we Oh, wait a minute. Spock and Pike would go, and Spock and Mikey.
Feelings. There's a lot of feelings. A lot
of feelings on that one.
Empathy. Yeah, there was empathy in that one scene.
Oh, there was a lot of empathy in this.
Well, the whole thing is a ripped off.
It was ripped off. So okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we don't have
the darker version of that rip off of the original. So there you go.
Darkness.
Get rid of that one.
Okay. Hold on. Yeah. Darkness. Can we get rid of that one?
Mm-hmm. Said it was a darker version of what came before. Yeah, we do.
Okay.
That. Tim on Flip says with $10 super chat. A little refund for my bullet you guys took for us with Captain Marvel. Thank you so much. And 321 Midnight in Brazil. Happy birthday to me.
Hey.
Well, happy birthday, Tim on Flip. It's his
Happy birthday.
We got to give him something special here. Something. There you go.
Ding, 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 ding. All right. I'm surprised there was no blinking lights. Okay.
I'm trying to think. There might have been. Just give me a minute.
There was plenty of really confusing subplot. Okay, confusing. We have a confusing subplot with Vina. She really didn't need to be there.
Spock to be seen. Well, we can't do that one, so we don't have a bingo on that one, and we don't have a bingo, I think, on Pew Pew Pew, because I don't think there was any guns in this one.
No, there was a punching bag Pike. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. No, maybe not. Okay. Well. Okay. Definitely wouldn't Michael.
Yeah. We'll have to come back to the punching bag one. Blinking lights. There's got to have been blinking lights somewhere in the damn show.
Okay. Nothing really gross happened.
And Michael solves the problem.
Oh, yeah, of course. Michael solves the problem.
Bingo!
Bingo! There we go. We got our first bingo.
That didn't take long. That doesn't take long.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. And look, we had so many possible combinations for a bingo.
Even more. Yeah, there's even possibly more. We could
probably even go punching bag. We could even go punching bag Pike if we wanted to.
Maybe. I liked Pike in this episode.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute.
Captain.
Wait a minute, Georgiou. Does Georgiou the Shelby method? Does that qualify as the Shelby method? That scene with Georgiou?
Maybe. Let's see what the audience thinks. Let's give them a minute to catch up. But while we're doing that, somebody check and see if we have a Gilmore Girl writer or not.
Yes. Let's take a look here. Okay. Well, I'm still screen sharing on the GIMP thing here. So.
Okay, I'll look.
Yeah. So anyway.
Rebecca.
That didn't take long.
Unless you already started it.
No, I didn't search it. Is this now that playing the STD bingo is better than watching the episode? Like this is more entertaining.
Yeah, I'm having a hell of a lot more fun playing bingo now. I forgot all about this. I'm glad you remembered, Rob. Because I'm having more fun doing this than I did the episode, and actually have some good things to say about this episode. Unfortunately, everything else about the episode sucks.
The Shelby method. That's when Commander Shelby came in on the Best of Both Worlds, and she came in and she pretty much just usurped Riker's authority. So yeah, so I think that qualifies as.
What about when Saru let them fight? Even though I like that scene, it still kind of counts maybe in that Pike area and also in the Shelby method. Maybe.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
The whole episode is kind of a Shelby method because everybody's kind of doing shit behind each other's backs to save Mikey Spock.
It's like an episode of Dallas.
Kind of. And the weird thing is people are actually going for the same goals, but they're acting like they're working against each other, which I thought was
so look, we have bingo this way, and we have bingo this way.
Yeah, now I'm working on the writers here. Hang on here. Let me check.
Okay. Fantasy Babble. The whole show is Fantasy Babble. So
we've got
anytime the Spore Drive comes up, it's Fantasy Babble. So we need one more for another bingo.
Well, that's the whole huge subplot about Fantasy Babble.
And Dan Dworkin worked
and a guy named Beatty.
Well, whoever directed this episode needs to be arrested. It was another one of those upside down, swooping camera angle, seasick.
Oh God, yes.
I hated it. I couldn't even look at the screen.
No, there was no pew pew pew, Joe Blow. No pew pew pew. Mikey Spock did Razor Phaser once. Though.
Razor Phaser.
Razor Phaser. Razor Phaser.
That is more fun than the episode of STD.
No Gilmore Girls.
Oh, hold on, wait. That calls for.
Let's check the director. The director counts.
Was there anything grossy then? I don't think there's even anything gross.
Gross treatment of classic characters and plot.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Does that count?
No, weird light sources. They did have weird light sources though. Lights shining in the darkness of space when they're. I don't.
You know what's strange? This episode actually has a director who has worked a lot in sci-fi before.
Really?
Is it that lady who's doing Picard, the Picard series?
Clear the fuck back to RoboCop the series.
Stooge crew members. Okay, well, Stooge crew members could be for any.
It is TJ. No, it's a guy. TJ Scott, the director.
Oh, wait a minute. No spot. Okay, we're one short here. We're short of this one.
I knew that we weren't going to get that one. That's what I said. We weren't going to get that one, of course.
So, yeah, we were short of that one. You are so amazing.
There was some competency in this episode, and I did notice that. It's strange, though. I will get to that later.
Blinking lights. Was there any blinking lights? There was a lot of weird lighting choices.
Not really blinking so much. There was just a lot of weird lens flare. I did notice
lights on the consoles, though, so you could probably take that as a given.
Okay, we'll do that. And look, we got another bingo! Let's get some sound effects, Tom.
Let it go, Randy. We got to make Rob happy.
We got another bingo!
Did we have a "You Are So Amazing" moment?
No.
Yeah, we had moments, but I don't remember if anybody said.
Mikey Spock, you were so amazing. So.
I don't remember. Well, did Spock kind of say that near the end?
No, he kind of talked down to her, which I kind of liked, actually.
Oh,
yeah. Well, okay. Let's give the annoying Tilly a half of one because I didn't like the step into my office. But like I said, I'll let that slide over the say goodbye.
Okay, we'll give that a half of one. Okay, we'll just put one line through it.
Yes, that works there. Something gross happens. Well, yeah.
No,
not
nothing
really.
gross.
Not really. All right. Well, I think that's about it. I think that's all the bingos. How many bingos we got here?
Look, we got 3 bingos, and we got 3 bingos.
3.5.
We got one here. We got one there, and we got like a half a bingo here.
I'll call that a half a bingo and a half a bingo down. So that's a full bingo. We'll give that a full bingo there. Then.
Okay, so we got 3 bingos then.
3 bingos.
3 bingos total on this episode.
Down here on the bottom, you missed one near down here.
Which one?
Missed the one going across.
Oh, okay, yeah, 4. So okay, so okay. This one here.
We got diagonal too.
The original diagonal one.
We got a diagonal bingo. We got a diagonal bingo. That makes 4.
We got quite a blackout, but we got a pretty good one going today. So, all right, let's get into the episode now that we've wasted
4 bingos. All right,
minutes on this now.
But it's more interesting though than
it is. It is.
Yep.
Yeah, Kevin Jones said STD bingo makes watching Discovery fun.
Kind of.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. Oh. Everyone loses. Yes. Nobody wins. Everybody loses and start STD bingo.
Yes.
Oh man. Like I said, it's so we've gone from okay, all right, Pike, blah blah blah, yada yada. I'm my friend Spock. And so Spock's over the Okay, I can't even remember. I just watched it 10 minutes ago, and I can't even remember. That's how mundane it is.
Spock mind melded with the Red Angel and saw the future, and he got locked up, and he tried to leave, and he had to like neck pinch and knock out his guards, the 3 people that they say he killed, because he mind melded with Burnham because Talos 4. Yeah, and so he didn't really kill the people, which we kind of figured anyway. And then Michael Burnham and him were getting chased by Section 31, and oh, fuck, it's so stupid. And the dumbest thing was this whole thing, that their argument or their whole conflict, basically, it wasn't anything interesting like she fucked him. No, it was just they had like a little juvenile, like a seventh grade.
That moment in every animal movie in like Harry and the Hendersons where the person goes, "Go get away, I hate you," and throws something at them.
Yes, it is literally seventh grade writing.
Again. That kind of shit.
Yeah.
Spock got his fifis hurt.
Yes, it was so stupid. Nobody cares about the shit other than, like, if this were written for 13-year-olds, I could forgive it. It's written for grown-ass adult Star Trek people. And not 7th graders, not 12-year-olds. This is so ridiculous. That's the whole reason they had this conflict, is because she's like, "Go away, I hate you." And she runs off into the forest, and it was stupid. And not only that, okay, so she runs off into the forest.
That's the stupidest idea I've ever heard.
Yeah, well, we don't have forests on Vulcan. We've already established that it's a desert planet. So, of course, she runs away into the forest because, that's what they have now in Vulcan, despite Memory Alpha saying time and time again. No, it's called Vulcan's Forge. It's basically, we've seen it. It's a very harsh desert, sandstorms and everything. Not a forest. So she runs off, and this giant spider is going to get her, and I'm sad that the Red Angel saves up and saves her. And of course, Spock dreams about it, goes and tells his parents where to find her. It's so ridiculous. It's so ridiculous.
Captain Hare, $2 super chat. Did Captain Marvel and Rey defeat the Klingorks? They might as well have.
Yes.
Captain Marvel kind of did defeat the Klingorks, right?
Kind of. No, this whole thing, this convoluted bullshit with basically Spock needing therapy because of a little fight with her and that whole thing, like that was that damaging to him. All the other shit that he supposedly went through in that moment right there is what damaged him. Even though she continued to live with him, don't you think at some point they would have reconciled? You live under the same fucking roof. Haven't you ever fought with your brother or sister? I don't know if you have siblings, Mecca, to be honest with you. I don't think it's ever come up. But Rob, we know he has brothers. So
I do. That's news to me. No.
Yeah,
I do have brothers. I think the words idiot comes up a lot.
I mean, come on, you know how goddamn. I mean, I understand they're not normal siblings, but to think that, I mean, he treated her like shit the first night she came in.
Not only that, he's supposed to be a sociopath who lacks empathy. So he's that upset by her?
Yeah, it just went right over his head. Honestly, no, to be honest, that night, he shouldn't even have, why his whole reason for trying to stop her, if it was really Spock, he would have logically said, "Oh, that makes sense. See ya."
But he's supposed to be a sociopath and have no empathy.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, even as a kid, he still shouldn't have been that emotional about it. Yes, I get it. She was there to bring out his emotions, which totally goes against everything that Sarek has ever stood for. Because why in the fuck would he encourage Spock to... never mind. Fuck this.
Yeah, fuck this show. And so yeah, they have the Telosians there. Vina projects herself. I sent you a picture, Tom. This basically says why this whole episode shouldn't even fucking happen. But yeah, so they end up going to Talos 4. Even though General Order 7 says do not go there unless you want to die.
It's the only crime that still warrants the death penalty in Starfleet and Federation.
But so they go back there because they have to, because Spock is worth killing an entire starship for.
Yeah, they go back there.
And of course, Vina, new Vina, goes and projects herself up, and the Telosians have to. They basically want to get inside Michael Burnham's mind and find that secret of why Spock and her have this little spat, or why they don't speak. It's so important. It's so stupid that Telosians couldn't even figure it out. They had to get inside their head.
But see, like this rewrites history though. This episode, the only Earth ship that ever visited Planet Talos 4 was the USS Enterprise, commanded by Christopher Pike, with half Vulcan science officer. That's some racist shit right there. Half Vulcan?
Well, here, you know what? Here's the other thing.
Recommendations. Be hereby noted. It's really
it makes Spock's mom look really bad because don't you think she would have tried to reconcile their relationship at some point when they were kids?
Exactly.
She knew something was up.
They were that little, and they never spoke again. They had that spat, and they never spoke.
Yet they lived in the same house, not shit, not
for more than a decade, and the mother and father didn't do anything.
Yeah, it don't make no sense.
But they've rewritten history. They've rewritten Star Trek history again.
I think they rewrote their own fucking history.
These fictional characters. These are fictional characters. You can do whatever you want. Fuck you. That's my response to that. Should I bring up a censor beat? Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna bring up a censor beat. Play my censor beat. Yeah. So they're always rewriting history on this show. It's become completely pointless. It really has.
You guys curious about what I actually liked?
What did you actually like? What did you actually like, Tom?
You got to sound more convincing than that.
No, say, Tom, what did you actually like?
No, okay. Pike was okay throughout most of the show, but I actually liked the way they handled Culber and Tyler Vach.
Mm-hmm.
I liked that scene. And not only did I like that scene, it was about time they actually kind of had something happen that made sense character-wise. And it even gave me a little bit more respect for Tyler Vach in a way, because they did something that made fucking sense for once on the show.
You cursed Tom. I gotta.
Oh, sorry.
There you
go. Totally just you missed that one, but anyway,
that's a little late.
I love that scene. I do. I will say it. I'll admit it. I liked that scene. I liked how they handled it, and I even liked the aftermath.
Oh shit!
What the hell are you doing?
that's Disney. Disney's decided to put the kibosh in the show.
I kind of like what they're doing with Culber's character. Culber. How do you say it?
Culber.
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 Colbert is a totally different guy.
I know. Culber. Anyway, I actually like that scene, and I liked the aftermath, and I think it's kind of funny that they're ungaying their gay couple.
I know.
Well, friends, we have living proof that gay conversion therapy actually works.
Here's my friend Culber. All you have to do is give me $5 billion, and I'll send you to the mycelial network, and you'll be fixed, my friends.
We will pray the gay away with the power of mushrooms.
That's right. That's right.
That's right.
Side effects. This is colorful visions. Or
this is the
doctor chasing you. That shit happens.
This is the Dr. Reverend Colonel, the Dr. Reverend Colonel Billy Ray Harper. Pray the gay away with the power of mushrooms and $130,000 in cash in small bills. Untraceable. You know it. You know I do like to go. I like to preach at the nudie bar. Don't you know that?
Sometimes it takes 2 or 3 treatments to pray the gay away.
Sometimes. So
I just thought that was kind of funny, and I liked how they handled it. It was a guy's getting into a fucking. It's what happens when guys get into a fight. It was so much what happens, and I'm like, oh god, please don't make them hug or something cringy, and they didn't. Thankfully, he's like, Tyler has his moment where he's like, basically, tell me about it. I know exactly how you fucking feel, man. You're not yourself. I get it.
Yeah, and he also he kind of let him just beat him up a little bit. He didn't really fight back.
Yeah,
either.
He did it a little bit, but he only did it enough to where it's like, he wasn't being a pussy about it, but at the same time, like I said, because he can empathize with him at the same time. So now you have this interesting dichotomy between these two characters that they actually finally set something up that makes sense.
Wait a minute, Star Trek Discovery they actually did something to make sense? Star Trek Discovery.
Yeah, I know.
Breaking news: Star Trek Discovery actually does something that made sense.
No.
We go to
where it goes.
Oh God!
I mean, this is the first time since Pike I've sparked a little interest in me. Well, that and Tilly.
Well, yeah. Bless her big boobed heart.
But I like that when Saru's like, I just let him fight it out. Fuck it. You know, it's like
that's what guys need to do.
Fight, man. Sometimes brothers got to fight. You know, shit's got to be worked out. It's worked out.
That's what guys need to do. Yeah. Sometimes, you know, and then once you fight it out, then it's settled, and then that's it. You can go on with your life. You know.
Now they go through that. Now think about this for a minute. Okay. Now stop. That dude fucking killed him. Okay. And they worked that shit out pretty well. But then you go halfway across the universe and you got Spock and fucking Mikey Spock working their shit out with fucking the Telosians, who they need the Telosians where you're not even allowed to go.
They just are there for a reference. There's no reason they're there.
To work out something that could have been worked out over a cup of tea.
Exactly. Oh, they need to go into her mind. It's not even that bad of a secret. It's not like they were banging. It's not like they accidentally killed the hamster.
I mean, and somebody said it earlier in the chat. I'm sorry, I forgot who it was, but they said them banging would have been better than this. And I agree.
It would have.
Eric Kelly has a great idea. CBS is going to make a new spin-off, Star Trek Fight Club. I like that.
First rule about Star Trek Fight Club is you don't talk about Star Trek Fight Club.
Oh, so everybody knows about Star Trek Fight Club, just like
That's
Section
right.
31.
Yeah, the Section 31 shit.
Oh, God.
And Mike, when's the next meeting of Star Trek Fight Club? We're not supposed to talk about Star Trek Fight Club. You know that? Yes, but I'd like to know when the next meeting of Star Trek Fight Club is. Okay. Tuesday.
No time making Nebula the fucking bad guy already.
Oh, God.
Oh, Daft Punk was in this one. I saw Daft Punk way in the back with the box on her head. Remember Daft Punk?
Oh, God, that one, yeah. Well, it kind of makes sense because Nebula, every time she walks by, her dubstep soundtrack plays.
Well, that's because he's out all night to get lucky.
It's much more fun to rank on this show than it is actually to analyze it. You know that?
Oh, shit. Anyway, so we had the one good scene in the show, and then we get back to the crap, which I think you guys got a little ahead of. That's why I had to jump back there. Sorry.
But Saru got dressed down for that, though. But I mean,
he did, but at least Mike understood to a point.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes brothers got to fight, you know, like I said. You know, it's like, what are you going to do?
Not the way I would have handled it, but yeah, I understand where you come from.
Hey, I'll tell you right now, some of the best friends I ever had growing up started as fist fights.
Yeah. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Okay. You get into a fight with your best. You know, when guys fight, it's not like when girls fight. You know, even when guys argue, it's not like when girls argue. My buddy Jimmy went out with this girl Whitney. You know, and she said, you know, Jimmy and I got into a disagreement. You know, and said, you know, we said when women disagree with someone, they don't talk to someone for weeks or months sometimes. You know, Jimmy Gotten, you know, had a pretty heated discussion with
years, years. I've had family members that they won't even go to each other's birthdays, funerals, Christmases, anything.
Yeah, seriously. But anyway, I know, yeah, and then they forget what they're pissed off about.
Oh yeah, you find out what the fuck it's about. It's something stupid from fucking 50 years ago that really had nothing to do with them.
Yeah. But I was, you know, I got into an argument. It wasn't really an argument, but you know, and so, you know, Whitney, you know, she'd said, "Oh, you know, Rob called." Jimmy said to her, "Rob called." And he goes, "Rob, did you have an argument with Rob?" Yeah. He goes, "And you're still talking to him?" Yeah, I'm not arguing with him, but he's still my best friend. So you know, that's how guys are. Yeah, you could be pissed off at somebody. Do you ever see the show? Ever see the HBO show Band of Brothers?
Yeah,
yeah. After just like right after the war, they're talking with the Germans like nothing ever happened. So you know,
well, I've even had
guys on the same guard duty.
I've even had guy friends where they forgive guy friends where I don't even understand it, and I'm a guy. Okay,
yeah.
Like I had a guy friend. I'm like, why are you still friends with him? He slept with your fucking girlfriend while he lived in your house. Yeah, but she was a bitch. That was his answer.
Fair enough.
Yeah, men are willing to let things slide. It depends how big a scale it is. You know, you as long as you don't talk bad about our football team, or say something about my mother, or do anything to my dog,
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah. It said, football, you never talk about a man's football. Never talk about a man's football team. You never talk about a man's mother. You never do anything to a man's dog. And that's, or, you don't wreck his car. That's another one.
Or else he turns into John Wick.
Exactly. Exactly.
Bad
But like you said, it's and what happened to Spock's learning disability? Yeah, obviously he had a learning disability last week. Now apparently it's gone.
Yeah, they totally forgot about that.
Altogether, I don't like this guy as Spock. I think you said before the show, Mecca, that you didn't mind some of the scenes with him.
Oh, some of his lines are actually pretty good.
Yeah,
anytime he's talking down to her.
About Michael Burnham, yes.
Yeah.
It's just still not Spock.
No, he's not. I like Todd Haberkorn better on Star Trek Continues, and I like Zachary Quinto better. I mean, he's not terrible. He's playing less Sheldon than the little kid version is.
Oh yeah, that reminded me so much of young Sheldon when he was young Spock.
Yes. Oh god, and that was annoying.
Young Shell Spock. Young Spockton. I don't know, whatever you want to call it.
That one works.
But it's getting, like I said, it's getting to the point they can't even keep their own canon straight. Yeah, they're violating the regular Star Trek canon, but they can't even get the shit that they're doing straight. Oh,
no.
damn it. I cursed.
Oh, and they now have transporters on their fucking shuttles.
That was a thing during the TNG era, but it was just used for like emergency transport. That's why they take a shuttle so they don't have to transport. That was just in case they had to do an emergency transport to somewhere else to get off the shuttle in case something was going wrong.
Yeah, but that's TNG. This is TOS.
And again, yeah, you're right. That's the TNG. It's TNG era. For God's sake, like I said.
How much more do we have to talk about this?
How long have we been talking about it?
Not long. Because we played bingo.
Oh, and Angry Mr. Flibble's right. Actually, and Seraph said something like this too. So Angry Mr. Flibble says, doesn't this episode confirm that STD is an alternate timeline? The Red Angel is from the future and showed Spock that Michael was killed by the creature in the forest, thus changing this timeline.
There is that portion, and when they first showed the planet starting to explode, I started to think maybe that was the
Kelvinverse.
Yeah, when that event, but then they started showing other planets, so I knew something else was up. Well, we already know. See, the weird thing is Spock mind melded with the Red Angel. Wouldn't Spock be able to know who the Red Angel is still? Isn't that kind of like once you get into somebody's mind?
Yep.
Well, he said it's human. It's lonely. I'm thinking it's Mikey Spock. It's got to be Mikey Spock. Yeah, Mikey Spock. Yeah. Why else would it be lonely? Because she's an idiot. That's why.
Yeah, Big Gator, but we played bingo for like 15, 20 minutes. So, but still, what else is happening?
We had fun though
that we didn't cover.
Oh yeah, Culber left Stannis. Vina was in here. Who cares?
Oh, the Section 31 shit. Georgiou and her little fucking
power trip.
Yeah,
and she totally like oh, she cut that guy off. Oh damn. Oh, shut up, you stupid white male. So, for lazy. All these people. They just keep reinforcing that Section 31 is the worst kept secret in Starfleet, because next episode is going to be a Section 31 episode, it looks like. Yes.
Where we see the Section 31 headquarters that don't exist.
Do you think they have like a big neon sign like Section 31?
Nobody talks. We've never heard of us.
Big neon sign, ladies. They advertise ladies' night drink specials all night long, happy hour. Section 31 happy.
Oh, go ahead.
That's Section 31 happy hour. That's just yeah.
It's just like that was like one of the only good things that Brie Larson said in the fucking Captain Marvel movie was when she said, it kind of makes no sense to be some secret agency and then wear your logo right on your hat or, that kind of shit. Yeah. That's what this makes it feel like. It's like there's some big secret agency, but yet Tyler is just walking around the ship, throwing his dick around, It's like...
Yeah.
I'm a loser.
That's what he's, every day. Ugh.
Yeah, Joker 79. Don't forget to visit the Section 31 gift shop on your visit.
Thank you for visiting Section 31. Don't forget to stop by the gift shop for all your interrogation needs. We have the Section 31 home game.
We now have Mace.
It's getting ludicrous. It is ludicrous. It is. It's absolutely. They don't even know how to.
It's been very bipolar this season because we'll get a lot of good shit surrounded by a whole lot of bad shit.
Yeah, like the Vita stuff is just boring.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like most of this episode goes from like, okay, well, this isn't terrible to, oh my god, this is so boring.
I started to nod off. I almost fell asleep during this episode.
Well, I was afraid that either you killed yourself and I had to call the fire department to go break down your door and check on you, or you did fall asleep. That took you so long to get on. So,
yeah. So, anyway,
luckily you jumped on.
Of course,
department number on my phone, getting ready to dial it and shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Boy, it's like I said, it's gotten really, for like I said, like Mecca said, for the one decent thing, they surrounded with a pile of crap. They really did.
I'm convinced. I'm thoroughly convinced that Seth MacFarlane got a hold of all the scripts for this season of STD ahead of time.
Yes.
With the robot thing now.
And he's just mercilessly mocking.
Yeah,
them.
it's like everything's like, I'll do that and I'll do it better. I'll do that and I'll do it better too. Yes. And I'll do that and I'll do it better. And I'll do that.
Speaking of which, yeah. Speaking of which, okay, let's put a wrap on this. I
got where I was going there.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about this anymore. So so you know what? There you go. STD. Great. I had to turn the volume up on the sound effect.
3 out of 10.
STD. Fill in the blank with that beep. Yeah.
All right. So final thoughts on this episode. It was called, what the hell was it called?
Something pretentious.
If memory serves.
If memory serves, I don't remember what it was called. But...
It was bad. It was stupid. It was boring. It had...
It's you know what? It's fan fiction. That's all this is. It's fan fiction. There's a bunch of fan fiction writers running around Hollywood, and now they've managed to worm their way in even into the Marvel offices. Everything is it's fan fiction. There's fan fiction writers at Doctor Who. There's fan fiction writers at Star Trek Discovery. There's fan fiction writers at Lucasfilm. And now there's fan fiction writers at Marvel Studios. There's fan fiction writers at Marvel Comics. And please keep them far away as possible from James Bond. Oh my God! All these fan fiction writers, they have no idea what. Mage Grey Wolf. It's not even good fan fiction. That's true. I got my bottle of water over here.
Well, I keep saying Discovery is like a bad Sheldon Cooper fanfic. It's like somebody decided to write a Sheldon Cooper fanfic Star Trek episode.
Bullshit, because Sheldon would write a much better Star Trek fan fiction than this.
I don't know. Would he?
Yes.
I don't think he would. I mean, you think so?
Yes.
At least he knows the source material.
Yes. That's what I'm saying. Yes.
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 Yes. Of course.
Right. My final thoughts on this show.
Good. Hey. Understood?
Rob, your final thoughts. Take us out to the Orville.
That's my final thought.
What are you turning into some kind of feminist?
All right. All right. Let's get some segue music here.
Captain. Incoming message.
Intruder alert on deck 8. Enter authorization code. Command functions are offline. Automatic defense procedures initiated. Diagnostic complete. Sensors are functioning normally.